try and see what I can do to improve that. But okay, on with the battle. So let's just try spamming attack first off and see how much damage that does. 102 miss, 33. There are no HP bars, so it's a little bit of trial and error and guessing. Yeah, maybe it's something on your end, Hades. Could well be. Samuel's party was victorious. 400 EXP. Okay, so the way is clear. Do you have fiber internet, Hades? So do you have like super fast internet, or do you have normal internet? Like, what's your download speed and what's your upload speed? Do you know? Are you freaking kidding me, Trivial? What the heck? Few pixels on the left. Megabits. Sounds pretty good. Take that mouse off the screen. So, what am I saying about this world map? Yeah, I think it's pretty good. Again, it is very basic. It's not using anything custom or anything original, but it's not exactly a flaw. It just means that your game isn't going to have that originality and that flair that's going to make it like really memorable or really distinct and stand out from the crowd. Run. Okay, Hades, hopefully that will improve your viewing experience, because it'd be great to have you able to watch the stream. Another slime here. Let's check out this chest. 30 SB, which I assume is the currency. SB is kind of a weird name for currency, but whatever. Okay, so 2 of these slimes again. They seem pretty easy to defeat. Don't seem to give me much trouble at all. Over here. There's another slime there. There's a bat here. Ooh, a bat. Interesting. Wonder how powerful this bat is. Let's save. Save. And try. 2 bats. What's so special? Yoro Doshi. Shinto Mekyako. Oh my god, I'm murdering the Japanese. So this increases a little bit of TP. This deals defense ignoring damage to one enemy. I would probably word that differently, maybe deals damage that ignores defense to one enemy. That's just a small thing. Okay, but I don't have enough TP for those, so we will just normal attack. And you, what do you have? Magic Pulse. For 4 turns, user has MP regeneration. Interesting. Although I've got full MP at the moment, so I need that. Restores HP to 1 ally. Paralyzes all enemies. Elemental spells. Let's try the water spell. Wow, very powerful water magic there. So it seems like magic is pretty buff. So we'll just attack with you and use magic. Try the thunder. Yeah, it seems pretty powerful. And the way is clear. Wonder if there's any special secret stuff down here. This forest maybe? Run. What's this? Save. Save in case it's like some super powerful boss that's gonna wipe me out. You know what? The Elements Genesis has really it's really scarred me. I'm really afraid of encounters now after that. Ha ha ha. Hades, still buffering, but don't mind, I can hear 50% of what you're saying. Okay, Hades, it's still a bummer though. I will definitely, I promise you, I will have a look and see if I can maybe, what I might try and do is increase the downscale that OBS does before it broadcasts it, to maybe see if that's better for people who maybe have a lower internet connection. And that might be the problem, I don't know, but I will look into it, I promise you. Ha ha ha, soon the East will be under the Ancient One's power. Then soon the whole world, and not even the ones who live among the stars, will be able to stop us. Yeah, someone's here. I need to vanish. Poof! Gone. I have no idea what that was about, to be honest with you. That guy was weird. We need to tell the King of the East on what we heard just now. Yeah, so I'm pretty much 100% sure that English is not your first language, because tell the King of the East on what we heard is like, you wouldn't, that's not even a typo, that's just wrong English. So now that I know that, I'm going to be a lot more forgiving and a lot more, like, I'm not going to criticize you for the mistakes in English, because obviously you're trying to write in a foreign language, and that's really impressive. So, but just, if I mention these things, you can change them. So that should be, we need to tell the King of the East about what we heard just now, instead of on. Wow, castle. It's interesting that you've given such free reign to the player, like the player can really explore a lot, and there's not a lot of the world map that is blocked off. That's quite interesting. Florestal Kingdom. Hey babe, let's head over to the king and tell him what we heard, and then hopefully we can go on with our meeting with the king. That's why you need someone to translate your game from German to English. But if you'd like we can also make some detours at some shops first. Oh, it's working now, Hades? That's cool. That's a relief. So let's take a look at this map and see what we think about it. Again, I think, you know, I keep repeating myself. I'm saying that it is basic and default, but in terms of the construction of it, like, look how, I don't know whether he did this himself, but this castle is really well constructed, and it looks really good for what it is. So yeah, good. Run. Keep pressing the wrong button to run. Let's have a look for some secret treasure chests or something hidden at the back. Nothing. But we've got a pub and we've got an inn. Nothing here. Okie dokie. See you later. Shopping. Let's see if we can go behind the counter and get anything. No. I saw the town castle yesterday. You mean this town castle thing? Hello, how may I help you? Hi please. That's really weird as well. Sambato, excellent sword with destructive power. And it's for Samuel, and it's plus 17, which is quite good. How much money have I got? 1,775 SP, so I could definitely afford it if I wanted it. The rest of the weapons are really expensive, especially the staffs. They're really expensive, so but I'll get it. enter the castle now and see what's going on with the king of the East. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Gah, babe, it was that evil shadow from before. You must be here for the king. We have no time to waste. I think if I was talking to you about the cutscenes and the overall progression of the story, I would say that at this point it might be quite good to change the music to something that's a little bit more dramatic and a little bit more suggests more that the king is in danger, because right now the music is still very peaceful and calm, and we've just had a message that the king is in mortal peril, like he's going to die, like any second now the king is going to die. So it would be great if you had some kind of a more like motivating music that was going to be like, okay, let's go, let's go. Keep pressing that for run. Lol, yeah, it was the castle where the super powerful boss was. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right, Hades. You're 100% right on that score. It is very similar, right enough. It does look quite the same. But I mean, it's fine. It's totally fine. I mean, everything is done really well. You know, nothing looks horrible. Oh my god, Hades, you're right. It is the exact same castle. Wow. So this is obviously just a standard map that comes because RPG Maker, excuse me, RPG Maker does come with a set of pre-made maps for you. Like there's a castle. I mean, I don't use them in my games, but there's like a castle map and a desert map and a snow map and all that sort of stuff. So both of these games, the Elements Genesis and this game Among the Stars, have obviously used the same castle map for their game. And I'd say that's a problem, because I mean, it's one thing if you use the same tiles, so the same tile sets, like the individual, like the walls, you can use the same walls, you can use the same floor and stuff, but if you're using the exact same entire map, then you're really running the risk of your game being like, not even like, just like a complete copy of another game, and that's not the best situation to be in, I don't think. So if it's at all possible, then I would suggest that you make your own maps and take the time. I mean, I know it's a lot more time. Like, it does take a lot more time and a lot more effort, but I would suggest that you should make your own maps from scratch rather than use the standard maps. Let's have a look around. Oh my god, it's so funny, it is the exact same map as the Elements Genesis. Because through here, this was where we went to fight the super powerful boss. From the Elements Genesis. So that's pretty funny. Pretty hilarious. Ha ha ha, King of the East. Your reign now belongs to the dark forces of Azeroth. Gah, impossible. How did you manage to make all of my soldiers disappear? Magic. With the power of Azeroth, gods supporting me, I am able to do many things. King. I like how the king doesn't even have a name, he's just King. Samuel, Eric, help me please. Oh, it's you two, the ones I saw at the bridge, here to rat me out? Well, you're too late again. Your has got to be Y-O-U''RE. If it's you are too late. This east, what does this mean here? This east is now belongs. Oh my god. Oh, this English is going to give me a headache. So what are you trying to say here? you're trying to say this east now belongs to the kingdom of Azareth. So all you need to do there is just take out the is, and that's fine. Father, no. Who's she? Where'd she come from? Father, no. We will get your father back, I swear. Mr. Tribble, all your base are belong to us. Samuel L. Jackson. His name is funny. It's funny for you guys. It's not so funny when you're reading it and then, like, you're reading the text and then you're thinking, there's something wrong there. What did I say wrong? And then you're like, oh no, it's wrong. We will get your father back, I swear. We don't even know if he's alive anymore. You can't think like that, Princess Lacey. You need to have hope. So, does anyone know where to start looking? There's an old lady just outside of town in the small desert region below the kingdom. She's very wise. Maybe she can help us. Well then, let's get going. Lacey joined the party. Okay. So... that's interesting. I'm just not 100% on board with the storytelling so far. It all seems a little bit haphazard and a little bit random. Like, I don't, what am I trying to say here? I'm trying to word this in a way that's encouraging and not just criticizing you. I think it would be better if you spent more time introducing the characters of Samuel and Eric and trying to create a setting for the world, like make the player aware of what's going on in the world at large, like what's your setting, and who are these guys, before we start going off in random directions with unnamed kings and daughters of kings and stuff. Three persons in the party after him in a game. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, it wouldn't be so bad if if you spent some time with Samuel and Eric and made sure that we know their characters and their story, like who are they. But I don't really feel like I know anything about Samuel and Eric. Excuse me, I'm burping. So far, so they're a little bit of a blank slate. So I think it would have been better if you'd maybe spent some more time on them. Okay, so let's think here. Some dark guy appeared and kidnapped the king, took him away in a teleportation vanish spell thing, and we have to find the king. So were there any clues as to where I was supposed to start looking, or the general area of where I was supposed to go, or do I have to just search around the world map randomly? I wonder. Pub. Hello, welcome. Hiya. Hehe, I just turned 19. This is my first beer. Beer shouldn't have a capital there. I would have preferred if we stayed at home and did this, but he wouldn't shut up. Here, have this. I wouldn't want him getting hooked on this too. You received a potion. Thank you. I remember my first beer. Oh wait, actually I don't. Now that's funny. Stephen, that is funny. I really, really like this line of dialogue. I think it's a really smart joke, and I think that it shows that you've got really some skill in writing, because it's funny and it's clever, and yeah, great job with this line of dialogue. Because obviously he's saying, well, I remember my first beer, but then he's saying, oh wait, I don't remember because I got so drunk that I can't remember it. So yeah, I really like that. Even though this is a pub, I still love coming in here to read. I just love the atmosphere. Asides books are also good. It should be besides, I think. Besides books are also good for hitting creepy drunk dudes. Yeah, you know what? You've got some really nice, even though English isn't your first language, you've got some really nice lines here. Like the way that you're wording some of these dialogue lines are snappy and punchy, and I think you've definitely got potential to create good dialogue. Adorable, hick. And I tell you one thing, hick, I love me some hick hopscotch. Again, you know, this is very nice characterization. All these little hicks, and it's good dialogue. So, you know, this map has got really a lot of good dialogue on it. Before this, I wasn't so impressed by the dialogue, but I think you've definitely got talent at writing dialogue. If only I actually knew how to play the piano. Oh ho, what can I do for you? Yeah, let's shop. So this is the item store, so I can buy a ton of stuff because I've got loads of money. So let's get a couple of these high potions, and that's probably all we need. Because I do have a heal spell. One of my characters can heal us, so that's not a problem. Run. Okay, so now the search for the king begins. Wait, where's the exit? Wait a second. Oh, it was this way, wasn't it? Yeah. So, yeah, so now we have to search for the king. I'm a little bit, like, overwhelmed by how much of the world map I have to search around, but the good thing about it is that you haven't put in random encounters, so I'm not going to get drawn into fights every 5 seconds. So that's a good thing, I think. Because otherwise it would be very frustrating if I was trying to search for the king and it was like, oh, fights every 5 seconds. I would get really annoyed. Let's look over here. What's this? Another little village. So what are you guys thinking of this game so far, Mr. Trivial and Hades? And what are your first impressions of the game? Abandoned house. Just checking all these items just to make sure that there's no treasure. Because I do like some treasure. I do like some treasure. Mr. Trivial says, meh. Oh, Mr. Trivial. You're crazy. It's not very helpful. Okay, let's check the other tent. Oh, there's a woman. Oh, princess, how may I help you? My father has been kidnapped by an evil force. I need to know where he's been taken. Do you know? Oh my, the poor king. Do you know the name of this evil spirit? His name, no. His kingdom, yes. The kingdom's name is Azareth. Oh dear, the Azareth kingdom. I thought the goddesses from above took care of them a long time ago. Well, you're wrong. Well, it looks like they came back somehow. I think somehow is one word as well. Well, if they are back, you need to contact the people among the stars to help us. You see, I'm just not sure about this whole among the stars thing, and I'm not sure how that fits in with the general story of the game. I think a little bit more time, like, perhaps setting all this up would have been better. Where do we go? Just start heading north to the frozen north. Then go to the north. Oh my god, it's a lot of north. Just start heading north to the frozen north. Then go to the north edge of the frozen north. Oh god. Oh, don't, because I'm gonna crack up. This is a pretty funny dialogue though. Just start heading north to the frozen north. Then go to the north edge of the frozen north. Oh, I'm sorry, I apologise. There you will be able to contact the people among the stars to help us, and they should be able to breathe, and they should be able to help you find the king as well. As well, I think, is 2 words. Wait, there's something that troubles me. The Dark Spirit said he has taken the land of the East, yet I haven't noticed anything severe happen. I'm gonna lose it, you guys. Perhaps they are waiting to show their... there should be T-H-E-I-R, because it's a possessive, you know, their true power, till the very end. But I know that English isn't your first language, so I'm not bothered about the mistakes. I'm just correcting you, so that if you're watching this, you can fix it. Here, take this. This will unlock the gate, blocking your path to the north. You got the basic key. Basic key. It's pretty fitting for this game. Now I must go, I have important business to attend to. As so do you. Okay. No, I mean, Stephen, everything here has been done adequately, I would say. Everything works, there's no like bugs to do with the passability or your interactions. Everything is working perfectly well, so I give you 100% credit for that. Like, you've made sure that your game has got no glitches, has got no bugs, you know, nothing is going wrong. So I applaud you and I say well done for that, and you should be proud of what you've done in terms of that, for sure. You know? So my criticisms are not, like, don't be too hurt by them. Okay, so she said I had to go north. I had to go like really north. Go this way. And I mean, I know you've spent a lot of time on this world map to make this world map, so well done for that. That way. Two. Fight. Fight. Attack. The combat so far I'm not so interested in. I haven't really, like, I haven't had any fights that have been interesting for me, so no, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. Again, I'm just not really a fan of the first person battle system where you can't see your own characters. I much prefer to see my own characters on screen, so to have a side view battle system rather than a first person battle system, but that's just a personal preference. That's not anything that you've done wrong. What's this? Why is there a door in the river? It's weird. The door opened. Why is there a door there anyway? Now we can head towards the north. Okay. I'm sure Mr. Trevor will have something to say about that. I'm sure he will. He will be on that. Just give the chat some time to catch up, and he'll be like, why is there a door in the river? There's a chest here on this island that I can't get to at the moment, which I like. I think that's a really nice touch that you've put this chest here, that obviously, I don't know whether you need a boat or somewhere along the line there's going to be a way to get to this chest, and I think that's really nice because it lets the player know that, like, keep your eyes open. Don't just zoom past the maps and don't pay attention, because you need to remember where these treasures are. Mr. Trivial says, I'm not going to say anything about mapping. Oh, that's right, Mr. Trivial, yeah, you're not a mapper. You are a scripter. So your expertise is with the scripting. Well, that's pretty fair of you then. If you're not going to comment on the maps because you don't do that, then that's pretty fair, I guess. Hades, you're going to stop too, but then what's the chat going to be? There's going to be nothing in the chat. But I think it's nice to have that chest there that just hints that there's a way to get at it later in the game. New enemy. Looks like a big spider thing. I hate spiders. Don't like them. They're scary. Scary. I'm scared. Wow, so many spiders. So check this other way. Nothing, nothing, nothing. So much nothing. So I guess we need to fight some of these spiders. I'm just wondering how many I need to fight to. I wonder if there's like an optimal path to get through the... I mean, there's too many mistakes, and commenting on pre-built maps is not worth it. Yeah, it was a real shame that the castle map was... But then again, you know, this is the thing here. This is the thing. When I was playing the Elements Genesis, I didn't know that that castle was a standard pre-made, pre-built map. Like, I was giving him credit for that map, and I was saying, okay, it's a good castle map, you've done really well there. And then, because I played the Elements Genesis first, and then I came to play this game, that's when I noticed that the castle was a pre-made map. So it's kind of not fair to, you know, give one game credit for a map, and then just because I played this game second, then to criticize the game for the same thing. You know what I mean? If you know what I mean? Like, I should have... But obviously I didn't know that the Elements Genesis was using pre-built maps. I didn't know that. Wow. I don't like these enemies. Weapon break. Attacks enemy and lowers attack. Okay. Armor break 2. So she's like a fighter type character. Oh no, I'm poisoned. It's really hard without HP bars to know how to approach the fight. They are doing some damage to me though. But they're not that difficult. Not that hard. Dead. Antidote found. Samuel is now level 12. Eric is now level 12. Spell resist. You know, it's interesting that you decided to start out at level 10. That's an interesting choice. I'm not entirely sure why you did that. I guess they're already had a bit of experience with fighting and they weren't complete beginners. Okay, so we can go this way now. Maybe about thinking about how your arms looks like. What does that mean, Hades? Aha, this looks like the exit. 3 spiders. Oh, Samuel of the poison. Whoopsie. Better get on that right away. And what we better do is... No, he'll probably survive. So you should use on her and then get him to use a potion on Samuel and then allow her to use a potion on herself. Okay. Deals defense, ignoring damage to one enemy, increases level. So let's try this. And let's use magic, let's use thunder. We don't really need to use these, I don't think, that's a bit overkill. Oh, I'm poisoned again. Right, I'm gonna have to pay attention to that because it's definitely stacking up in terms of damage. I think this is pretty powerful. About thunder. And for you... It means you like the arm of my girlfriend and we will fill the chat with imaginations of your arm. I was only joking about your girlfriend, Hades. I was just joking. But it was kind of funny how her arm just came on screen. Just the arm, then went away. Samuel's now level 13. Eric is now level 13. Stone learned. Bessie is now level 13. So we need to use some, what you call it? Antidotes. Antidote. So they're actually doing really big damage to me, these enemies now. Which is interesting. I definitely like it a lot more than the really easy fights where you don't even care because it's too easy. Okay, so this is the forest thing here. I can walk over this, can I? Yeah, I can. The music changed, okay. Interesting choice. And then we've got the snow town here. You're thinking my girlfriend is a joke. No, I'm sure she's not. I'm sure she can be quite scary sometimes. So let's have a look here. So I'm guessing, I mean I don't know, but I'm guessing that this map is another pre-made, pre-built map. You know, that he didn't make this himself. See, this is the really difficult thing with it now, is that I'm not sure whether I should be complimenting him on these maps, because if they're just pre-made and pre-built, then there's not anything to really compliment because he didn't spend any time making them. But I mean, it's probably still takes time to choose them and I guess arrange them and stuff, so still, good job. Okay, guard dude, what are you saying? Hello, welcome to Snowfort. The general is upstairs if you need to talk to him. Okay. Zed. Hey, don't you see we're talking here? Excuse his rudeness. You need an E there, rudeness. Here, take these. You received, it's got to be RECEIVED, 3 full potions. Awesome. What's this? Is this like a little storeroom thing? Oh, more guards. Nom nom nom. Cool. Hey, I can share my food all I want. Of course you can. It's your food. I'm not gonna tell you what to do with it. It's your choice, man. Shh, don't tell the general I'm in here reading. Why? Is reading like a bad thing? I think reading is a good thing. Hi. 15 SB for one night. Would you like to stay? Let's check our HP totals first and then we can decide. No. No thank you. Maybe later. Zed. Food. Okay, so I guess what's it here? It was here, I saw it. So I guess we go upstairs. Okay. Hello there. What might I do for you today? path up north is blocked by a door. We need to get up there to contact the people who live amongst the stars. I thought we were going after the king. Ah, I see, I'm not the only one who needs to get up north. You see, I've been receiving calls. Receiving, yeah, you've spelt receiving wrong. I know it's a tricky word in English to spell right. But yeah, receiving is R-E-C-E-I-V. That there are people being attacked by dark creatures and need our assistance. We were on our way up when the door appeared. Oh my! It's not the only thing that has appeared out of nowhere though. Some type of base appeared west of our fort. We've been keeping a good eye on it. In case they attack. In case, 2 words. These are probably the same people that put the door there. So the question is, how do we get in? I highly doubt they'll just let us in. Perhaps, but maybe the key I got from killing one of those foul beasts could get you in. You got a dungeon key. Of course, I can't let you go alone. I would go with you, but who? I think it should be who would hold down the fort. Go talk to Captain Zenobia. She should be in her office. Which you probably have no idea where that is. It's behind me. You just need an apostrophe. It's crawl through the hole, and you should find her. Wow, we have to crawl through a hole. God, Captain Zenobia. It couldn't be. What are you guys saying? Gold isn't really balanced. 15 gold for one night when playing already has 4k. That's a really good point, Mr. Trivial. So Stephen, if you're watching this, Mr. Trivial has suggested to you that the gold could be a little bit rebalanced. You probably need to give less gold for your fights. I should save. I mean, again, the maps are very, like, decently done. There's nothing wrong with them at all, so good job, I guess. Don't worry explaining. I overheard everything and my answer is yes. Yes, I will marry you. Zenobia. Lacey, my dear, what are you doing here? My father has been kidnapped, so I joined up with Samuel and Eric here to find him. But what are you doing here? I thought you were in the south. I'm sorry to hear that, dear. I finished my business there. I was actually on my way to see you before all this craziness went down. And the all so famous... don't know what that means. The all famous Sam and Eric. I'm surprised I didn't recognize you two sooner. I didn't know you had a girlfriend, Lacey. Yep. Actually, I should thank you. If it wasn't for the bravery you two showed in the past, my father would have most likely never approved our relationship. Yeah, the older generation can be a little bit judgmental and old-fashioned about these kind of things, but I think actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm surprised. Well, I'm not really surprised, but it would have been quite an interesting storyline if you had kind of incorporated that into the story. Like if you had started the story with maybe the king disapproving of the fact that Lacey is obviously in a lesbian relationship with, what'd you call it? Green-haired girl. That would have been quite an interesting storyline to explore, because you don't find that very often in RPGs, you know? It's a really an unusual thing to find in RPGs. And so if you were able to tell a story that was kind of like, it was like the king was coming to terms with the fact that his daughter is a lesbian, and to tell a really moving story about that kind of a struggle and incorporate it into the RPG system, that would have been quite special. Sorry to cut this short, everyone, but we need to start heading to the base now. Of course. Enough small talk. Let's get a move on. Captain Zenobia joined the party. Wow, I'd like to have a captain in my party. That just sounds awesome. Do you like captains? So Zenobia is level 18, which is pretty OP. Oh, she's a Spellblade. She's got a lot of HP and MP and stuff, so we're pretty buff. We are pretty strong. Welcome back, Hades. So where do we go now? Just crawl through the hole. Should not have a W before it. Hole, as in a hole in a wall, and you will find her. Okay, I've done that though. I've done it. Yeah, but I've done it. I've got her. I've got Captain Zenobia in my party. So where do we go next? Was I not paying attention to that dialogue? Probably not. A little bit lost. Let's just run outside. In my game, I will find a girlfriend. Does she have arms? Just arms? Like only an arm? So let's... There's nothing here. Check in here. Shop, please. A stimulant. Ooh. Recovers ally from death. I guess that's pretty important to have. So let's get that. Can't afford anything else. Yeah, there are some issues with the gold. Sometimes you've got way too much gold for some services, and then sometimes you don't have enough for other stuff. But we can get all this good stuff, look. Silk cloak, iron plate, night helm. Pretty good. Lol, OMG, we need to stop this arm thing. No, we need to keep going with it. It's funny. Night helm. That's boosted her defense up quite a little bit. I mean, it's your girlfriend's fault. She's the one that came, like, put her arm on the stream, you know? She's got to take the consequences for it. If she didn't want her arm to be famous, then she should have not put her arm on the stream. It's as simple as that. So I guess this is where we're going, right? The door opened, and now we can finally head towards the north. Yay! But before that... Okay, I guess there's nothing else to do. Wait, save. Safe. Haunted ice cavern. Don't forget to save, I just did. Interesting. Again, I'm not sure whether this is a pre-made, pre-built map or whether it's a unique map. I'm just not sure, so I'm not going to say anything about it. Monsters? No monsters? Treasure? No treasure? Downstairs? Lower floor? Another lower floor? What's this? Wow, this guy is, yeah, he's excited. He's really loving these two walls. I can do that too. Wee-wee. It's fun. It's fun. Wouldn't he, like, chase me? Why would he just go back and forth on the wall like that? He's a bit faster than me though. So, can I dodge him? Can we dodge? Timing. Timing. The adrenaline is coming. Dodge! It's pretty fun actually. It's pretty good. Hades, her arm is working right now. That sounds kinky. That sounds wrong. Don't say that. Because what is her arm doing to you? I wonder. Don't know. I don't think that's... Hey wait, it looks like once we go down that hole we can't get back to this area. Are you sure you want to continue? I'm not sure. No way. I'm totally not sure. Ooh! Okay. He's running a marathon. He's got places to go and people to see. He's sure in a hurry. I'll just leave him like that. Your chat didn't display a sentence I wrote. Why was it X-rated? Hades, did you say something X-rated and naughty? Because I don't like to have rude stuff in my chat. I'm just joking. I don't have anything banned. You can say whatever you want, I think. So that's kind of weird. There's all these rooms down here that I feel like I kind of... Well, I don't necessarily feel like I want to... Please look at Twitch, and then you can see the whole sentence. By the way, Hades, that should have a W on it. Whole, W. Whole sentence, not a whole sentence, as in a hole in the ground. Let's go here. Look at Twitch. I don't see anything different. I see you said her arm is working right now. Then you said star she. Then you said oh. Your chat didn't display a sentence I wrote. And then you said please look at Twitch. You can see the whole sentence. So there's nothing else there on Twitch. So I don't know, maybe you imagined that you wrote it. You didn't. So I guess we just go down the hall then. I'm sure. Jump. Wow, this looks like a really big dungeon. I think that he must have created this himself, because I'm pretty sure that this kind of a dungeon, you know, with all these different floors and all these different stairs and holes and things, I'm pretty sure that this doesn't come pre-made with RPG Maker. Like, I'm pretty sure that this is a map that he's made himself. So I'm going to say to you, Stephen, well done. This is excellent that you've taken the time and you've made the effort to make your own unique map that you're not going to find in anyone else's game. It really adds something to your game when you take this time. I'll take a photo and send it to you. Take a photo of what, Hades? What are you taking a photo of? Because if it's something personal, I don't want to see it. You know? There's websites for that kind of thing. Sending me any dirty photos. High potion was found. $500 SP. You know, it's really good when it's just really good when you make the effort to create your own maps. It's nice. Let's go up here first. I've been here. This is a real maze, though. It's really a huge labyrinth. A monster down here. Let's fight him with our super strong party. So let's take a look here. I think with him I like to just attack. I think with Eric I like to use some magic spells. With Lacey I probably just attack again. And Zenobia has got these fire weapon, ice weapon, thunder weapon, aura blade, sword skill. Attacked enemy may be silenced. Damage is based off the user's attack and magic. Interesting. Dispel, very useful sometimes. So I think we're going to go with probably fire weapon because this looks like an ice place. Didn't do that much damage though. Oh, this map is also default? Are you sure, Hades? Because there's a lot of different floors and levels and stuff. Like, it's quite complicated, this map. So I was pretty sure that it must have been a unique original map. Let's use this. we just finish him off with attacks now. Cool.